Hello everyone, Radari with another grounded video. Today's video, we're going to be going over what I think you should do to prepare for public test server or update 9.0, which is coming very soon. The public test server has dropped on the Steam clients. We got a chance to play it today. Microsoft clients are having a bit of an issue, but they are working on that to try to get that out to Microsoft players as quickly as possible. That's both console and Microsoft Game Pass for PC. So a couple of things that I really want to talk about that I think you should prepare for. If you have ant eggs in a box, do something with them now or they will hatch. I will link a video in the description below of 180 ant eggs hatching right before my very eyes. Amazingly, it didn't cause any lag. I thought it was weird. But I just, almost 5 full boxes, 4.5 boxes of ant eggs, completely emptied because they all hatched simultaneously, including the 3 I had in my backpack, all hatched. I'll have that video linked in the description below. You guys can check that out. It's kind of funny. We definitely laughed at it. It was great fun. So definitely, if you have ant eggs, try to do your best to get all your bombs made. If not, you don't want to deal with ants, turn them into smoothies. I mean, if you don't have enough materials to make bombs out of them, turn them into smoothies. You know, do something with them. Or else they're going to hatch. And if they're in your base, that means your base is going to be full of ants. That happened to somebody during my stream earlier today. Because he's on the Steam client, his base was full of ants because they all hatched. And he was, well, he had to deal with that. Luckily for me, they hatched in a base that I don't really use that much in the haze, and the haze actually helped me kill quite a few of them. So I got, harvesting some of them. Now, your spike strips and lure traps will take damage if anything walks into them. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video for just a second because you can see it's getting late, and I'm going to move over to another part of the yard. I'll be right back. All right, we've done the sleep, eat, drink thing, and here we are. My spike strips laid on the ground. I was testing a few things. These have been here for a long time. So you see some of these have no damage. If you look, there's no bar at all. But that one right there, half health from something walking on it. These over here were me messing around with the build, but that didn't work. These over here, well, that's a spider spawn point right through there. As you can see, they've taken a fair amount of damage from the spiders walking on them. And if they break before I pick them up, these spiders will make them break, and then that will make them disappear. 100% of your resources will be gone if you do not pick them up and move them, or just delete them and get half your stuff back. So getting half your stuff back is probably better than getting 0 back. Lure traps are the same. The little flower petal lure traps. So that's the same as well. So you can go through, and I would suggest either pick them up or just delete them. Get half your resources back. Get some of it back. Don't let them just sit there and break and then you get nothing back, because once the bugs break them, that's it. That stuff's gone. There's nothing coming back. So that is one thing I would definitely suggest, is if you don't want to lose all your resources from your spike strips, delete them. That's what I'm doing. I mean, which means I'm going to give up a lot of territorial control, because that's what I use it for, is territorial control, keeping bugs in certain areas. So that is going to be a bit of a pain, but it needs to be done because I don't want to lose my resources. So it is what it is. That's actually remnants from when I built my weevil trap right here. I tore that down too because they almost broke part of that. So even these spike strips over here will probably have damage on them. Yep, there it goes. Some of them do, some of them don't. Let me check the ones in the front wall real quick. As you can see, I have all of these that I'm going to delete. So that's a lot of weed stems I'm going to be getting back. So if you look at it that way, you're getting resources back. And with the build I have going on over at Red, weed stems are in short supply. So I need lots of weed stems. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to run. I'm not that far from my blue base, which is my aircraft carrier. And we're going to head over that way. Another thing that I noticed that I definitely want to mention, if you want to build, like if you have a building or a boat or anything on the water, and you want to build down into the water, I have some stairs so you don't have to just jump out. You can actually climb out. The spiral staircase can do that. So, my eyes are burning, guys. Sorry about that. With the spiral staircase, you can place that in the water and have an easy way to get out. And I'm about to jump in and show you right over here. Oh yeah, that's the new music too, when you get attacked by these guys, because they're considered a weak creature. Eyes are burning. I need some eye drops. So you see how I have spirally staircases built down into the water, one at each end. That way, if when I want to get out, if I can swim correctly, I can just walk right out. I don't have to jump out or anything like that. If you want that to be able to do that, you need to do it now while you're on 8.2. Once you're on 9.0 like I am, that ability is gone. Oh, I'm being attacked. I will shovel you to death. Okay, good. You see, even though it's attached correctly right there, location obstructed because it's underwater. So, as well as I'll bring up a picture that's in my Discord, since I can't do it anymore and I didn't build any underground because they're expensive. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. Let me bring this up. Let me switch over to grounded pictures. And we have right here, this looks like it's the larva cave. Yes, that's what that is. This is the larva cave. And this is built underground. So, yeah, this is the larva cave coming in from Spade Gulch. That's kind of where you're coming in from Spade Gulch. You'll see it from this direction. And my moderator, Ramble Robbie, brought this to my attention. Tiny Pirate Gaming made a video on this. I'm going to try and find that video and throw it in the link in the description below so you guys can see about putting lights underground using these staircases. I know it's expensive, but right now, if you're in 8.2, it's the only way you can do it. The other ways that we have done have been patched and taken away, and this one is being patched now as well. Let me go ahead and take a look just to make sure I haven't missed anything else real quick. So 1 second while I pause. All right, and one last thing I would say to stock up on, if you don't have 9,500 raw science, that's what you're going to need in order to buy all the ladders and the curved bases, which has all the curved walls, floors, and stuff like that, and the railings. All that is going to cost you a grand total of 9,500. If you're only worried about ladders, 3,500. If you want the curved walls, that's 6,000. The ladders are unlocked via the Hedge Burgle chip, the Jungle Temple Burgle chip, I believe it is. And all the it's called curved bases, is unlocked with the Pond Burgle chip. So you have to go to Burgle when you load in on a 9.0 whatever, 9.0. You have to go to Burgle and actually buy it. It's not something you're going to open your build radial and see it. So if you don't go to Burgle, you're not going to see, stem curved wall and all these curves like this. So once you get that done at Burgle, you can have fun building on making all the new shapes and everything like that. So like I said, if you don't have the 9,500 raw science, maybe you want to start stocking up. But that is kind of all I have right now for the preparation. Ant eggs are going to hatch no matter where they're at, so deal with them now or you're going to have ants everywhere. Spike strips have a really low durability, so you're probably best to pick them up and delete them. Spiral staircases, if you want to have stairs in the water or stairs underground, go ahead and do that. Like I said, check out that video I've linked in the description below by Tiny Pirate Gaming, another great content creator, about making lights underground using the staircases. And of course, you're going to need raw science 9,500 to buy all the new building materials that are part of this patch. So if you guys like this content and would like to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications. And until the next video, you guys have a good one.